Hey, everybody. So I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Elemental Wellness. I offer hormone friendly products and hormone and gut coaching using natural remedies. And today we are diving into why women with ADHD feel worse before their period. Because a new study came out that is proving what Eastern medicine has been saying for over 5,000 years. And it really, really gets me fired up because it's 2025 and science is just figuring out that women with ADHD are way more likely to struggle before their period with mood swings, anxiety, anger, and absolute total exhaustion, not to mention despair and feeling hopeless. And I'm sitting here like, women have been saying this for years. We've been feeling it, we've been tracking it, we've been living and breathing it. And now science is finally like, oh, yeah, by the way, if you have ADHD as a woman, you're probably not going to have a great 2 weeks leading up to your period. And here is what the new research is saying. Let me see if I can add the article to the page. Here we go. So this article is basically telling us that women are 4 times more likely to have really intense PMS, which is usually called PMDD once you check off a certain amount of criteria, if they have ADHD. That means your emotions are going to swing super fast, your energy crashes out of nowhere, and sometimes you feel like an absolute totally different person before your period starts. If this sounds familiar, you're not crazy, and there's a reason that this is happening. So, it's great that science is finally caught up, but the only thing they uncovered in their research article was that women are 4 times more likely to have PMDD if they have ADHD. They didn't say why, the reasoning, what the root cause is, or any of these things, because they still haven't studied that. But I have some good news. Eastern medicine, that's been around for 5,000 plus years, has the reason as to why what is going on. So basically, what's going on is your brain and your hormones are best friends, and they talk to each other all day long. But when your body is running on stress, caffeine, not enough sleep, and 1,000 tabs open in your brain, hey, ADHD life, your system gets totally overwhelmed. Then, when your hormones shift before your period, it's like a bomb. It's like someone turned the volume up on literally everything that you already feel on a daily basis. More irritability, more exhaustion, more, I can't freaking do this right now, more, please stop breathing like that, more, get away from me, like you just want to go hide in a cocoon for the 2 weeks until the extreme feelings go away. But you're not broken. Your body is asking for balance. So let's make this super simple. First, I do want to share, let me see if I can figure this out again, a image. Where is it? Here we go. So this image by Dr. Brighton, she's fabulous. If you don't follow her, I totally would, shows the overlap of ADHD and PMDD, right? And then what in the middle coexists. And this helps us see like how they coexist and what symptoms are the same in both conditions. So the same ones are difficulty focusing, extreme fatigue, trouble sleeping, anxiety, severe mood concerns, depression, irritability, anger, feelings of overwhelm. If you have ADHD or you have PMDD or you have both, all of these things are going to show up. And women are 4 times as likely to also have PMDD if they have ADHD. So this little chart I found really helpful in just showing like how they overlap with each other. And so let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. When your body's out of rhythm, your hormones swing harder. When your hormones swing harder, your mood and your focus drop. It's all connected. Your body needs 3 basic things to stay steady. Calm in your nervous system, so take time to breathe, rest, and slow down. Needs stable blood sugar, so actual real meals, not just coffee and snacks. Good sleep, because your brain literally resets your hormones at night. When you support these 3 things, your brain and your hormones start working together again, and you feel calmer, more focused, more like yourself. And so, from an Ayurvedic standpoint, which is the oldest healthcare system in the world, 5,000 plus years old, based out of India, and I'll pull this chart up again so that we can see it as we talk, except I closed out of it. Hold on. Oh, let me get it, because this will help you get a better idea of what is happening. So, from an Ayurvedic standpoint, you have 5 elements, and you're dealing with air and fire here. ADHD is the air, and PMDD is the fire, mixed with air. So, this is more air imbalance, more fire imbalance, which is why it makes sense that you're 4 times as likely to have PMDD if you have ADHD, is because the air element is in both of these diagnoses, right? So that is how we've been treating it for over 5,000 years, is focusing on grounding that air element through calming the nervous system, through meditation, through deep breathing, through yoga, spending time in nature, through grounding foods like beets and carrots. And then once we're grounded, and most of this is gone on the ADHD side, we focus on what's left on the fire side. Because you first have to ground the wind, because if you don't ground the wind but you ground the fire, the wind is just going to get crazier and crazier, right? And keep blowing around, just like in nature. So we calm the wind and the air, and then we put the fire out so that these symptoms can start to disappear. So with that being said, we have to focus on this. So the new study just proves like what women have been saying all along. We're not too emotional. We're sensitive in the best way. Our bodies notice everything. Your emotions before your period are not random. They are messages. Your body's saying, hey, I need a little more care right now, right? So when the mind is going crazy and all over the place, we need to ground down. When the mind wants to be angry and mad and scream at people, we need to cool off. And so these are natural things that we do. As the more we're connected with nature, the more that we understand what is showing up in the body. And once you start listening to that, everything changes. There'll be a dosha quiz linked in the description below. This will help you figure out your body type and what's dominant and what's not dominant. And then you'll be able to see even a clearer picture of like, I've got a lot of fire, I've got a lot of air, I've got a lot of this. And then start to cool those things off or ground them down. And so like the fact that science just caught up 5,000 years later really drives me insane. And then they don't even offer a solution. They just offer oh yeah, by the way, you're 4 times as likely. But they don't say like, here's what you can do about it. Well, Eastern medicine can give you actual tools of what to do. So yeah, this gets me fired up because women deserve to understand their bodies. You don't need to fight your cycle or numb your symptoms. You just need to know how to work with your body and not against it. And that's exactly what I teach in my coaching and my programs. and my courses to women as to how to work with their body and their unique nature so that they can actually find balance. So if you're ready to feel calmer, clearer, and more in control, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start going live every week with you because we deserve to feel better as women. We're grossly unstudied in the health world and as far as Western medicine goes. And so we need to talk about what your body's been trying to tell you all along. We need to uncover all these root causes and all of these problems so that you can actually feel good in your body. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and then click the links in the description so that you can take the quiz, get free resources, reach out to me with any questions you might have. I am always here to help, always here to be an open book to help you feel the best in your body.